(21052) has an astronomical amount of requirements for dwelling units. Where do you place them on the walls or the floor, and countertops and kitchen counters and wall spaces? A lot of details. And that's the kind of detail that you can actually just read it and you can look at the graphics. And so it's going to be, I think, reasonable. There's no value for us to get into those kind of details. So we're not going to cover those, but we're going to cover a couple rules that we think, like, let's talk about this. So let's move on. First thing is to understand that 21052 is talking about receptacle outlets. Back in 21021 and 21023, we were talking about receptacles, single receptacles, multiple receptacles. We're now talking about receptacle outlets. And a receptacle outlet, Article 100 definition, is an outlet where the receptacles are installed. So we're talking about the box. So when we get over to 210.52 rules, we're talking about where are you putting these boxes that you're going to be putting in these receptacles? What are required? Now, kitchen countertops. A lot of details in kitchen countertops, and one of the changes that was made in the 2023 code is that if there's a peninsula, and I don't know actually how to know how you measure a peninsula, I'm just going to guess that the peninsula kind of begins at the countertop edge here, that this would be a countertop, and that's a peninsula. But I can see where some people might say, well, no, that peninsula is going to go all the way to the wall, whatever. So that's a peninsula, let's just say, and that's an island. I think I know what an island is. And what the 2023 code says, if a receptacle outlet is, okay, number one, we don't need, make sure I have a slide that says this, Mario. We don't need a receptacle outlet at peninsulas and islands. You need them for countertops, and there's a whole detail about where you place receptacles for countertops. But we used to require, the code used to require receptacles at peninsulas that had a formula. And it used to require it at islands, and it had a formula. Now, if it's an island or a peninsula, no receptacle is required. But here's what it says. Let's read the text here. If a receptacle outlet is not provided to serve an island or peninsula countertop, provisions must be provided for future addition of a receptacle outlet to serve the island or peninsula countertop. So what it's saying is that, look, all right, we'll tell you why it's not required in a minute. All right, we're not going to put any, I don't like it. I don't want what you guys are doing here. The designer, decorators, this is a mess. I want to make, okay, that's fine. But you got to provide provisions in case they change their mind or in case the next occupant says, you know what the heck's going on here? I don't have any receptacles in my peninsula. I mean, so you have to provide provisions. Now, there's a little conversation as to, okay, well, what's considered provision? Let me see. The language is what's considered provisions must be provided. And I'm curious, but I know what Mario stands, and I know what Brian stands, but I don't know where Eric or Jennifer or Peter stands. When I'm here, my brain goes, sometimes I don't even know you guys' names, where Peter stands. So let's see how it goes. All right, ready? Peter. I'm not putting any receptacles here, but I got to have provisions for it. So later on I could do it. Does that mean I have to run PVC, let's say it's on a slab in Florida, use an example.
For an island, you're talking about an island?
For an island.
Yeah.
Or a peninsula.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go with an island, make it easier. Would you think that just means I'm just going to take a PVC, go to a box, and just go right down and just stub it in there, and I'm not going to run any wire? Or are you like, I think provisions mean actually that I'm going to run UF cable because let's say the ground floor slab is a wet location because, no, let's say in Florida, it would not be a wet location.
It would not be a wet
location. It's not wet like in New Mexico, they don't put vapor barriers in New Mexico, but they do in Florida. So it's not a wet location. So I'm going to run PVC. Do you think I need to run PVC and put a box at both ends and run the wires in there? What are your thoughts on
Well,
provision?
I'm a contractor. I want to save money, so I don't want to pull the wire, but I will give you the pipe.
You give me the pipe.
Yeah.
Are you putting a box at the end or just stub
Yeah,
it?
a box at the end.
You can put a box.
Why not? Provision at the end.
I don't know. You can just put not a box. Just stub it in. You got provisions, right?
Yeah.
Well, so what are you going to do?
I would like to just do the pipe and the box. And the box.
Are you putting a box?
Why not?
Okay. Well, he's that kind of guy, right? Why not? All right. All right. Jennifer.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna run the wire, you're gonna put a box, you're gonna have everything there, or you're like, no. They want it, they're like, the guy he knows how to get the wire in there.
No, I would probably run the wire.
You'd run the wire.
Right here.
Boom. Okay. All right, Mario.
I would run the wire too, the pipe and the wire.
Okay, Eric.
I'm not a plumber. I can't run pipe. I'm going to run a raceway.
Oh, here we go.
So are you putting a box at the end?
No, I'm just going to run the raceway. That's it.
Yeah, I'm not putting any. I'm stubbing at the PVC, so the cabinet guy has to stub it inside there, and I'm not getting involved. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make the most amount of money with the least amount of effort. Putting in a box, putting in a connector. Now, guess what? I put in a box. I got to come back there after the cabinet guy. Yeah, the cabinet guy's not going to want to be cutting a bottom of his cabinet to put in this big box. Now I got to secure the box because boxes have to be 31423, Mike. You got to secure that box. Now I got to get involved in securing the box. Yeah, I don't think so. PVC stubbed up, I'm out of there. My point is this. I don't know what it means. First code cycle, provision shall be provided. The authority having jurisdiction. Is this going to be an authority having
It's going to
jurisdiction?
be a hard one to
100%.
enforce, yeah.
Yeah, so Jennifer.
So what is provisions?
There you go. Thank you. Okay.
I don't know if this is off, but something we learned yesterday with 90.2, when it said that the code contains provisions for safety, and then it said, but not future expansion. This is kind of a future expansion.
Well, I know, but the code says provisions because somebody might want it and mechanically. Now, provisions could be like, oh, wait a minute now, that kitchen's upstairs. I'm in a basement. I'm not doing squat. I can just run over the wires and drill a hole and come up inside and get that receptacle in the island later on. The key there is for people to be able to get that power there. Okay.
You left a space in the panel for it, right?
Yeah, that could be as far as the provisions that you have. Is
Future
there's,
island circuit.
there you go.
No, because I'm going to connect it on that small appliance circuit and make a splice in the panel.
There you go.
I don't have to run any panel.
No, I'm just saying you don't have to do anything. Just write on the panel, future island circuit. You're done.
No,
That's
we
a
didn't do that.
provision.
No, I'm going to connect.
Right.
I'm going to connect it on one of the two small appliance circuits at the panel. Make a splice at the panel, connect it. It's already there.
Kitchen one and future island circuit.
Not a separate breaker. Kitchen one and future.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, let's move on. All right, so that's one. Okay, now this is a change. It says where you locate receptacles, kitchen countertop receptacle location. The required receptacle outlets must be installed in one or more of the following locations. All right, you ready for this, Peter? The receptacle has to be in, there's option, there's three things. Option one, above, installed on, or not more than 20 inches above the countertop, okay? That takes care of that, not a problem there. But if it's an island, and if you choose to put it on an island, that receptacle can't then be placed below the countertop because it has to be above it. So that's now a violation. So here's an example of a receptacle that is now a violation because receptacles cannot be placed below the countertop.
Well, it's a violation if you were to put it in today.
Exactly right.
That receptacle's not a violation because it was put in when it was legal.
And here's another example that you could not do that today. No receptacle can be installed below the countertop.
Right.
And the reason being is because of this purpose right here. As a matter of fact, I looked at some instructions I got a rice maker. I was looking, and like, it shows a picture of like this scenario right here, and it shows an X. It says, do not connect this appliance to a receptacle below the countertop. Mario, send me an email. Wow. I should take a picture of that, and I should put it in here to show that you can't do that. Now, okay, here's another option. Well, you can't put it below it, but you can put it on top of it. And if you put it in the countertop, receptacle outlet assemblies installed on a countertop must be listed for the use in a countertop. And it's interesting, the way these things are designed is that when they push this thing down and they have water on the countertop, that would be sealing it. So you have to use a receptacle. Now, my understanding, Mario, you guys can correct me, it's my understanding that this is made by Hubbell, and there might be others, but at least the ones we know of are Hubbell. You can see how this screws in and tightens inside here, that this receptacle is listed to be installed in a countertop, defined, by the way, Article 100, which I defy anybody to understand what it means. Or it can be installed in a workspace, which
Work surface.
Work surface.
Yeah.
So these can be installed in both. Because you might have places that are not kitchen countertops. Was not okay. Well, if you don't know what you go to one, and let me tell you what a kitchen countertop is. Okay, let's short version. You guys can go look it up. It's where you can have food prep, with or without a sink. I can't think of any place in a kitchen. Well, Mike, what's a kitchen? I mean, we got this 1,500 square foot space, and okay, we're talking about dwelling units. That any place that you would not be cutting up meats and sandwiches and food prep. So therefore, the way it comes out, if you read the definition of countertop, pretty much in a dwelling unit, it's all going to be in a kitchen, dining room, breakfast. They're all going to be countertops.
Yeah.
Whether you have a sink or not is not an issue. But if you have something that's not in the kitchen area, it's just a work surface, well, then there's a definition of work surfaces, and so that's different. So I'm going to close it without going any further than that. Mario.
And just to put things in perspective, because we're talking about this countertop assembly, it actually has to go through a very rigorous test where they dump, looking at here, the UO guide, they dump 64 ounces, half a gallon, right on top of it. And it has to pass that test. It goes through a dielectric test. On the contrary, the assembly for the work surface.
Hold on. Countertop, Article 100 explains what it is. It talks about things where food prep is. It even talks about water. It talks about
Elevation, laundering.
Hey, you got it there?
Oh, yeah.
Fine.
Of course.
Okay, what's it? Okay,
Here we go,
fixed.
right here.
Watch this. Tell me if this makes any sense, because it didn't last time I read it. Whole screen. A fixed or stationary surface. Stationary surface? You mean if I have a thing that moves around?
Yes, it's not a countertop.
On a countertop.
I don't even know that's part of the house. I just bought it from Amazon. I just put whatever. A fixed or stationary surface typically intended for food preparation. Okay, food prep. And serving. I don't know if that means food prep has, no, food prep and serving. Personal lab,
Elevation.
that means you wash your hands. Or laundering, or a similar surface that presents a routine risk of spillage of large quantities of liquids upon outlets mounted directly on or in the surface. When we're in kitchens, we're basically talking about what? Food prep.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about the spillage in there, because once you get food prep, it covers every single thing. We don't have to worry about sinks and water, something like that. Okay, let's go to a work surface.
Okay.
Now, what Mario was saying about what we're going in there, Mario was talking about that the countertop assembly has this test of all this liquid, because it's going to be located where there could be washing your hands, it
Probably
could
will
be
be.
liquids,
Probably will be.
Most likely.
all those
Yeah.
things. Okay, now work surface, going to Brian's work surface definition here. Let's take a look at that. A stationary, oh gosh, a portable.
A fixed, stationary, or
Oh, they even
portable
added another one. Now it's added portable.
Yeah.
Oh my
Or
God.
portable.
Surface typically intended for dry use and for tasks other than food preparation, other than washing your hands, other than laundry, that presents an incidental risk of spillage of small quantities or beverages, other liquids upon outlets mounted directly on or recessed in the surface. You read that, fixed, stationary, and portable, and you're trying to get confused. Listen, I just brought it in the code. I'm sure this was a language specifically from UL that
Yes.
specifically says what these things are defined as. UL has their standards, and they go inside here. Now we're getting into the code book. And Mario, tell us about work surface and those
Yeah, so
type.
like I was saying, for the receptacle countertop assembly, it's a half a gallon, the spill test. For the receptacle assembly for work surface, it's a spill test equivalent to a cup of coffee or a soft drink,
8 ounces,
8 ounces.
basically what's in there. And so now, do they even make any receptacle outlet assemblies for work surfaces? I don't think they have anything that's made. In other words, there's no product you can buy for a work surface. Well, why would you? If I was Hubble, I'm making my countertop surface assembly. You with me? And I'm done. Could you put the countertop surface assembly in a work surface?
Sure.
Of course. So that's why none of this even matters at all. You're gonna, Peter, can't put it below the countertop. The receptacle can't be below. It can be above it, up to 20 inches. And it can be in it. But if it's going to be in it, it's going to have a receptacle outlet assembly that is going to be listed for the use in countertops. And we talked about what those devices are. That make sense?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we got that done.